Hello everyone, lots and lots to chop up today and talk about. Feels like it's been a long time. Been doing little bits on TikTok, little short videos after the season finished, but just want to really talk to you about the transfer goings on at the moment with Liverpool, ins and outs and speculations and stuff like that. We can all agree, exciting times, things are happening, and it's time to talk about it after this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world, LFC fans. Well, season's done, champions. It's the summer break for the players, but this is a time that clubs, chairmen, chief executives, sporting directors make their jobs worth. That makes sense, yeah? It's a time to do their jobs. It's a time to plan out the strategy for the season. Other seasons we've seen where we've won the league, we have done nothing in the transfer window, ended up with the season next with a old midfield who got ran through, totally abused. Now we've won this season and we are actually doing business, doing lots of business, and it's time to really talk about it. So the pinnacle, Florian Wirtz, deal done, signed, Liverpool player, potentially going to be a British record once you look at add-ons. Look, what a signing. Did we expect this? No, I didn't expect it. I mean, if someone else did, fair enough, you're in the know. Because so many times we've been disappointed as LFC fans with players that we wanted and not been able to get, and tipped our toes in the waters, and like I say though, and being embarrassed really. But it's just really, really refreshing to have a player who, 22-year-old, his stats are just amazing. Assist stats, goal scoring stats, pressure up the field, pressing, which is just ideal for Liverpool, and a playmaker at that. You can just see how he'll fit lovely into Slot's formation and Slot's team. And look, the fact we've done this deal is just wow. I mean, if we just ended the transfer window there, I kind of would be happy. I'd be happy that. But no, we're kind of greedy. So, what was next on the horizon? Well, before the Florian Wirtz, we had Frimpong. Very good mates as well. So Frimpong signed for Liverpool. Excellent. Unbelievable. I think 30 odd million. We've got a right wing back who, again, it depends if we play back four, whatever. He potentially will step in when Mo Salah goes on African Cup of Nations, and hopefully we will not see such a huge drop off. But again, pace, skill, ability on the ball. Defensively, people talk about, but I think, look, it's one of these ones, until you see it, we shouldn't be jumping to conclusions. Yeah, this player could well fit in nicely for us to the back four and defensively, and also, hopefully, with the way Slot actually wants to play, he likes to push his team right up into the half of the opposition and keep them in there, almost like what City used to do when they terrorised teams and made them scared to come out of the area. Another signing. Excellent. Kerkez. Deal's not finished. I think medicals sorted. Another excellent signing. We'll put Robertson, if he stays, right on his toes. And I expect him to start. Pace, skill, determination, fitness. Just gives us so much energy on left-hand side. We've seen him for Bournemouth. Yeah, we've seen the bits he's done. We've seen him against City and against other teams where he has really terrorised them. And I expect to see that Liverpool. And another thing, the player wanted to sign. The player wanted to sign LFC. Love it. Love it. Deal should be about 40 million. I think there's no add-ons in there. Out the way. Are we done there? Are we done? Rumours, Isak. Now, look, pinch me, please, if I'm dreaming. Clearly, Isak would be a British transfer record. You can't see Newcastle letting go for less than 100 mil plus. Now, obviously, we can sweeten the deal, and a Diego Jota could potentially go, which is probably a £30 million odd player, which potentially could be on the market for £8 million. Then we could probably get him for 100 million. Currently, the news is saying is that basically he's told Newcastle's kind of put the new contract on hold. Newcastle are looking to offer him 150 grand, which would be for them the highest amount to play for player. But I think we can beat that. So we can beat the salary aspect, and hopefully the player wants to sign for Liverpool. So that'd be amazing. If you think about that goal scoring prowess of Isak in the front line, Florian Wirtz, Isak and Salah, or however way you want to cook it, if Diaz stays, Florian Wirtz, Diaz, Isak, Salah, Florian Wirtz behind. Oh, stop. Oh, please, please, please stop. That is how you show intention. That is how you show that you want to win the league, become reigning champions again and again, and then you want to go for Europe. You want to be the Champions League champions. Yeah, that's how you show it. Spend your money. Make your team stronger. Give the manager the war chest and the tools to do the job, and let him cook. Let him cook. Marinate it and present it. Service on a plate. Now, I suppose if we look at potential plan Bs on that side, Gyökeres is a plan B. It seems like everyone's talking about him. Osimhen is a plan B. His high salary, he wants so much money. That's a bit of a concern, but everyone's each to his own. And Etikite, who potentially could be going to Manchester. I don't know what's going on with that guy, but potentially that's, I think, you see as a plan Bs. Then we look at outgoings. We look at potentially Nunes to Napoli. That could be a £39 million deal. LFC want close towards 59 million. So there's a gap there. So it's all about now negotiation between the two parties. Nunes is happy to go. Napoli obviously want him, and Liverpool want to sell the player. But we've got to now close that gap. I've mentioned before in the TikTok videos about Nunes and my admiration. I wish he was more successful. But it is what it is, and we need to let that player go. Then we've seen Kwanzaa, who currently is playing well for the England under-21 in the European Championships, who has now 34 million, 35 million, is going to buy Leverkusen. Excellent deal for him. Excellent deal. And we have a buyback clause, which I think is about 60 million. We should look, you know what? If he does really well, fantastic. If he doesn't, then we cash in. Is a player who needs to go and get challenged and grow and be into his stature and actually become a leader and become individual, because I feel at times he's sort of playing under the wing of Virgil or Konate, and I think now he needs to stand on his own feet. We obviously know Kelleher's gone, and again, well done Kelleher, loyal servant, and it was time for him, yeah. And I'm glad for him. I hope he does really well. Excellent deal that we've got in there for him, and we didn't really look to charge a lot, so fair enough. Diaz, that's still up in the air. We don't know what's going on at the moment. I kind of feel like Diaz will go. There's rumours about Gakpo, and that's Bayern Munich for Diaz and Gakpo. A lot of paper talk. Barcelona don't seem to have the readies to be able to pay the money for Diaz outright. So and also I believe we've got a new signing now as well. So Nico Williams. So I believe Diaz will probably go to Saudi, or unless Bayern can put the money together and actually get in, especially when they've just let go of Sane. Harvey Elliott doing really well for England as under 21s again. Scored 2 goals today against Netherlands, match winner. Look, I love the guy, rate the guy. Just he's not going to get a starting berth at Liverpool. Let's be honest. He's a Liverpool fan, but he's not going to get a starting berth, and we've got to let him spread his wings and let him get on with his career. And if we can cash in and get 40 million from Brighton, absolutely do the deal. Absolutely. Win-win. We let the guy enjoy his career at only the age of 21, 22, and we get the money as well, which will help us get deals like the Isak deal done. So I have no issue in that whatsoever. Look, it's so exciting. It's just, I'm really, I haven't even mentioned about Nat Phillips, but that was about 3 million, whatever it is. About time. You'd think Nat Phillips was off our books a long time ago, but guy's still there. Again, plays like him, just does the job for Liverpool. He basically comes in and trains and goes out and loan whatever. So I think he's gone now. So 3 million for Nat Phillips, I think, to West Brom. Good deal for them. I really like what Richard Hughes has been doing. I really like what he's been doing. I feel we've been just so much more clinical. Haven't spoken yet about the Guehi situation. Hopefully that will happen. Obviously, with Kwanzaa going, that leaves that door open. Guehi obviously wants to start in berth agreements, and that's going to be difficult. Then obviously we've got Konate, which is holding out into the contract, so that's a bit worrying. But then when you hear that Konate's only on about 70,000, then you kind of wonder, like, look, come on, really, let's give a bit more money than that. This is ridiculous, So, let's see. But obviously, it has to be sorted out now. If it's not, we've got to sell him. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about all these transfers going on, ins and outs. Please click on notifications, like, subscribe. Looking to really do some exciting stuff over the next few months before the season comes. So, let's see where this transfer window takes us. Let's see what's going to happen, what the shape of this squad's going to be. There's so much going on. I haven't covered all the bits, but look, so exciting. So exciting. I just love it. So long we criticise FSG, and I have to be honest this time and say, well done. Well done. Window's not over yet, but so far it's been a cracking window. And long may it continue. Talk to you later.